is entitled Isaac Misrepresents Rebekah.
Okay. Gerar is to the south. Abraham and Isaac both lived in the southern part of the land. Actually, Abraham had come into the land up north to Shechem. Is that how you say that? Shechem. 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 But he ended up living down in the southern part of Hebron, the place of communion. And the men of this place asked him of his wife, and he said, "She's my sister," for he feared to say, "She's my wife."
She's my sister.
She's my sister. Lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. Genesis 26:7. Now Isaac is repeating the sin of his father. God had warned him not to go to Egypt, so he didn't go there, but he went to Gerar instead. In Gerar, he must have seen the men casting glances towards Rebekah. So he says to her, "You tell them you're my sister, not my wife." The difference between Abraham and Isaac is that Abraham told half a lie. Isaac told a whole lie. The one thing he's telling was cut out of the whole cloth. And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out the window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. That's Genesis 26:8. Well, I guess they were laughing and playing together, and Abimelech called Isaac and said, "Behold, of surety she is thy wife, and saidst thou, she is my sister?" And Isaac said to him, "Because I said, lest I die for her." And Abimelech said, "What's thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have leaned with thy wife, lion." How do you say that? Lien. Lion with thy wife, and thou shouldest lion with thy wife, and have brought guiltiness upon us. Genesis 26:9-10. Isaac had put these people in danger of committing a sin. Then Abimelech went on to say, Abimelech charged all of his people, saying, "He that toucheth this man or his wife shall surely be put to death." Genesis 26:11. Now Abimelech became a very good friend of Isaac's, and Isaac had the respect of the community just as Abraham had had. Both of them were outstanding men. I mention that here because from the rest of the chapter, we might not get that impression that Isaac is an outstanding man.
And so that this section is entitled Isaac in Gerar.
Gerar. Then Isaac sowed in the land and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. Genesis 26:12. God is with him, you see, and that's the blessing that God had promised to these people from the day. He called Abraham, and it was an earthly blessing. Later on, when God put them into the land, he told them he would bless them in their basket. That is, it would be filled with food stuff. God had made that promise good when they were walking in fellowship with him. We must remember he's not promising us that blessing. He has promised spiritual blessings to us. We're told that we're blessed with all spiritual blessings, and that's our portion today. But that blessing is on the same terms. It depends on your walk with God. If you'll permit him, he wants to bless you abundantly in your spiritual life. We find here that Isaac is greatly blessed.
And so that concludes J. Vernon McGee's section, verse 6-12, and I've been forgetting to read it. Chuck Smith.
Well, I kept wondering.
Interpret commentary on. Well, let's look at section verses 1-5 first. Okay. It's not the same Abimelech that Abraham went to. We're 100 years later.
Yeah.
And so it's a title. Abimelech is a title for their king. And God visits Isaac and reiterates the covenant he made with Abraham to come down through Isaac. Because of Abraham, Isaac is the beneficiary. And so I like Isaac, but I guess that God, because of his relationship with Abraham, Isaac's going to benefit from that relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
So then in verse 6 through 12, well, they were making love, but anyway, sporting there.
They were sporting around.
They were sporting around. I don't know why they were doing it where he could see them, but
oh my goodness, yeah.
but verses 13 through 17 is something happened to Abraham. God's blessing and hand uh, upon him. The same thing that happened to Abraham, and so God's blessing and hand is going to be upon Isaac there.